we've just got a slight delay here. I'm not quite sure why. Cheltenham players are just sort of kicking it around amongst themselves. I wonder if they've just been told to hang on for the dot of 3 o'clock. A couple of Maidstone players, Delano Sam York and Seth Nana Twamasi, are just refuelling on the sideline here, just getting a few sips of water. We are about to kick off here at Whaddon Road.
I think we've just discovered why there's a delay. It's because of all of our balloons.
Ah, yes. Yeah, just looking over to the yes, the Cheltenham keeper, Scott Flinders, is sort of helping the stewarding team to pop a few of the balloons over on that far side. And so that does explain the delay. Big chant of where the Black Amber Army goes up. And wait for the final all clear from the referee, and we will get underway any second now. Cheltenham will be kicking off. And we are underway here at Whaddon Way. Cheltenham immediately launching it forward in the direction of Brian Graham, who wins his header, tries to get it to Morel, and it's knocked out of play by Seth Nana Twamasi, or Seth Nana Ofori Twamasi, as he's listed on the team sheet. I think we'll just call him Seth.
Yeah.
So it might be a bit easier today. And Stuart Lewis wins it back from Maidstone. Savon Hines in the sort of left midfield position for Maidstone. He plays it back to Joe Anderson, who in turn plays it back to Alex Finney, and Finney will launch it forward in the direction of Delano Sam York, who's in the right wing position. Delano wins the header and is now putting the number 3 Jordan Cranston under a bit of pressure, and he wins it off him, and he will knock it back to Twamasi, who plays the ball into the area where it'll fall for Jay Reason. Goes to Savon Hines. Hines just being forced wide, may have slightly overhit that, but he does well to recover. Hines now in the left wing position, plays it inside to Anderson, but Anderson can't quite get there, and Cheltenham will clear their lines. In fact, they've given it away to Savon Hines, and Hines can't do anything with that, so Cheltenham will clear again with Kyle Story. He's given it away though to Delano Sam York, plays it into Lewis. Lewis thinks about having a shot, does so. Not enough power on it. It might fall for Lewis again, and Lewis shoots. It's blocked. It's going to fall for Seth Nana Twamasi on the edge of the area, and it'll go out for a throw in to Maidstone. Here we go, Cheltenham on the attack, spreading it wide to Cranston. Cranston crosses it towards the penalty spot. There's a danger here for Maidstone, and it should be the opening goal for Cheltenham, but it's a terrible miss-hit there by Mohamed Aissa, who really just sliced his shot, but he was only about 6 yards out. Line. There are about 7 amber shirts in the area waiting for the cross. It goes towards the back post. It's headed over the bar by the number 21 for Cheltenham, Brian Graham, and Maidstone all kind of lined up towards the penalty spot. Piggott is first in the line. The ball comes in towards the far post. It's headed down by Winter into the area, and it nearly squeezes through. It's not been cleared yet. Hines shoots, and Hines shoots just over the bar. Maidstone with a foot there of taking the lead.
We're knocking on the door. We are knocking on the door, and that's exactly what we need to do. Again, we're only 5 minutes into the game here. That's the third real opportunity that Maidstone have had, and luckily they managed to get enough of Cheltenham managed to get enough of their defensive people in the way of the ball.
And Flinders just takes his time over clearing that downfield. He's looking for Brian Graham. Graham flicks it on. It seems to be well read. There's a shot on the turn by Aissa. Yes. And it's a free kick deep into the area. Flicked on. It might fall for Winter here. In fact, it was Finney. And it's going to be a corner to Maidstone. I think it almost caught Finney by surprise.
Yeah, I think it pretty much caught everyone by surprise there.
5 Maidstone shirts in a row near the penalty spot, plus Anderson and Lewis lurking for the second ball. And Hines looks at near post this time. Delano Sam York wins the header. It's flicked off Cranston, and it'll go behind for another corner to Maidstone and cut out the handbags. And here comes Hines once again with the corner, this time towards the near post. Flicked on by Delano Sam York, partially cleared, only as far as Delano Sam York, and Stuart Lewis gets a shot off, and it's another corner for Maidstone. And he's got his head in his hands there, Stuart Lewis. I think he thinks he should have scored.
He's picked the ball up following the fans giving it to him, and he's thrown it all the way back to Zavon. He's not happy. He's shouting as well now. It was prime opportunity. Zavon's coming back in.
Zavon Hines again, the third corner in a row for Maidstone, right into the area, and this time it's going to go out for a goal kick. And on the far side, he's on the edge of the Maidstone area. He's got Anderson in front of him in a good tackle, good strong tackle by Anderson. And Maidstone can counter the counter. Here comes Zavon Hines sprinting down the left wing. He's already made good ground. He's now trying to break into the area, nearly does so, loses the ball. It'll go as far as Prestige. Prestige will knock it square to Jay Reason. Reason will knock it out wide to Nana Tomasi. Here comes Seth, tries to cut back inside, crosses it with his left foot, gets it towards Delano Sam York, and Delano Sam York has scored! It's 1-0 to Maidstone. Delano, who's only scored one goal this season. It's a terrific crossing from Seth Nana Tomasi, and Delano round about the penalty spot, sort of flicked it almost as if his head is going backwards, and he's flicked it into the top corner. Keeper absolutely no chance. And the score is Cheltenham 0, Maidstone United 1 after 20 minutes.
And then the fact that they weren't able to get back in quick enough to be able to stop our counter just goes to show exactly how holy their defence is. I still think that there's more goals in this, so we're only 20 minutes in, but it's just what we needed. It's a brilliant goal to start.
Absolutely, yes. First goal, they always say, is very important, and certainly when you're talking about cup upsets or the possibility of cup upsets, here comes Piggott.
Joe Piggott's in the goal,
and Joe Piggott has scored, and it is 2-0 to Maidstone.
Just unbelievable. I mean, literally, that's come from the kickoff. It's been booted forward. Seth's picked it up. He's hit it long. It's gone as far as Joe. He's beaten his defender. He's just literally brushed him past, in on goal, past the keeper. 2-0 Maidstone.
There's a crescendo of boos from the main stand here. You can understand it. By my calculations, that was about 40 seconds from the time that Cheltenham kicked off to the time that Joe Piggott put the ball into the back of the net. He's showing for the short one, but Morelli's sending him back, and in fact he does take the short one, and now here will come the cross towards the far post. Could be a heading opportunity here, not being cleared by Mason. There's going to be a shot. It's charged down by Reese Prestige, and now Lewis is bombing forward on the right hand side. Cranston's won it back. Good play that by Cranston, but he's run into Stefano Tomasi, and now Delano is onside. He's got Piggott in the area if he can find him. Delano keeps the ball. He might think about having a shot. Instead he gives it to Reason. Reason's shot is charged down. It'll fall to Piggott. Piggott will turn in the area. Piggott tries to find room to shoot, does shoot, and shoots a yard over the bar.
Shoots just a yard over, nothing great. Just so close there. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what I'm seeing here. I mean, we are absolutely running rings around this Cheltenham back line at the moment.
Anyway, here's Cranston with the free kick towards the edge of the area. It's flicked on and easily gathered by Lee Worgan. All is that Cranston is going to have a free kick in the left midfield position, about a yard in from a touchline, equidistant between the centre circle and the penalty area. Here comes Cranston to float it into the area. Dangerous one, this, headed over the bar by I think it was Delano Sam York that got the final touch. The goal's coming in the space of 40 seconds. The first a header from Delano Sam York, the second a one-on-one from Joe Piggott. Very well taken. Here comes Cheltenham, however, edge of the area, and Mason in danger there. Isa with a shot, well blocked though. I think it was Finney that got the block in. I think that was on target. Ball forward in the direction of Zavon Hines. What a ball that is! Hines lobs the keeper, and it's 3-0 to Maidstone.
That's again. This
can you believe it?
It's come from absolutely nowhere. Absolutely nowhere.
Maidstone have gone from defence to attack in the space of about 5 seconds there.
Literally. From
the time when Isa had his shot charged down on the edge of the Maidstone area. It was a superb ball forwards. Hines has gambled, got in behind the defender, and he has brilliantly lobbed Flinders to make it 3-0 to Maidstone United here away at League 2 Cheltenham Town.
I think
Anderson throws it forward looking for Hines, but it's a little bit short, and Wright will pick it up for Cheltenham. One of the two substitutes that Gary Johnson made after half an hour. He plays it wide to Isa, edge of the area, comes inside, crosses towards the far post, danger here, and Lee Worgan saves point blank range, that should have been 3-1.
That should have been 3-1. Yeah, Lee's done incredibly well there, and I think Lee's done well, and also Alex Finney listening to his goalkeeper and getting out the way when he needed to, and guiding it out. It's a corner for Cheltenham, so it's still dangerous, but great save.
With the header. Graham was so close to Lee Morgan that I think that might have been what put him off, actually. Just so near. And here comes Cheltenham with the corner from Morel towards the far post this time. It's possibly slightly overhit, but it's not been cleared yet, and it'll be hooked back in by Pell into the area, and this time Morgan will gather. Morel will play it back to Cranston. He's been forced back. Ball towards the edge of the area. Anderson goes up for the header, doesn't win it, comes to Isa. Isa now with Finney in front of him. Isa's the byline, cross to the far post, and it could be a goal here, and it is a goal.
It's a goal.
And Cheltenham have pulled one back, and finally this ground comes to life. It was Dawson, I believe, with the goal, and Cheltenham 1, Maidstone 3 is the scoreline, and well,
high ball.
Game on again.
Game on, high ball. Dawson is really happy with himself. High ball, defensively we weren't anywhere near them, which is a little bit of a worry. I mean, it's only 2 more of them. We're not that far into this second half yet. High ball, headed in, exactly what they were going to be setting up to do. I suspect we're going to be seeing a little bit more of that during the rest of this half.
Certainly
53 minutes in.
The way this game has gone, you'd expect there to be more goals. It's just a question of who's going to score them. Because Cheltenham look far from invulnerable at the back, but the way that Isa finally sort of justified his inclusion there. Here's Piggott on edge of the area for Maidstone. Not too many options, but he's got Delano out wide. He finds him. Delano stumbles, gets the ball back. Delano Sam York has scored! Delano Sam York makes it 4-1 to Maidstone.
Oh my
Seconds
word.
after Cheltenham pull a goal back.
I cannot
that is
believe
the
this.
perfect response.
Just as we were about to make a substitution, I mean, maybe that was the decision to make the substitution. Let's get defensive. Magnus Okwonga is coming on. This is unreal. This is unreal. Reece Prestige manages to win the header, punts it onto Joe Piggott. Joe places pressure and makes a darting run. He absolutely does his defenders. They're nowhere near him. We are well and truly beaten. As Zavon Hines is forcing his way through, nearly winning the ball back, just simply because Cheltenham cannot control it properly.
And Maidstone have been caught out, but they are streaming back in numbers. You've got 9 Maidstone players. Delano Sam York absolutely charging in there, and he's been shown a straight red. And I wonder if that's a bit of the referee evening things up there for the challenge by Seth that he was in 2 minds over. Delano Sam York has scored twice for Maidstone today, but he's not going to get a hat-trick because he's just been sent off.
I think next roll of the dice here is for Jay Saunders.
I thought that was harsh.
I think that was a harsh decision. I'm absolutely... I mean... He hasn't. It was a straight red. Let's be clear here.
Because Graham is attacking down the far side. He's got past Prestige. Cranston now bombing forwards. Gets it infield. Danger here for Mason. Could be a shot by Cheltenham. Spread out wide to Pell. Pell will come inside. Past Okwenge. But Lewis will intercept. And Okwenge will head clear. And now Cheltenham, edge of the area. Isa again. Cross to the far post. Headed. And it's an own goal. Very unlucky for Maidstone, but it's now Cheltenham 2, Maidstone 4. Just when it looked like they might have got away with one. I'm afraid the ball has been saved by Lee Morgan, but it's gone in off Alex Finney.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate.
And there's half an hour left here, and you really wouldn't say it was over.
It's not over. We've got to... I think... I mean, Jay is trying to get some directions to his players.
And he'll go to Pell. And you can just sense that Cheltenham smell a comeback here. Here comes Sellers, his first touch of the ball. Plays it out wide to Cranston. Cranston into the area, flicked header. This will be saved by Lee Morgan. But Maidstone are looking increasingly vulnerable now. They're 4-2 up, remember.
Yeah.
And Cheltenham will work it out wide. In fact, they'll play it back to Grimes. Grimes will knock it forward. And he'll work it to Sellers. Under pressure from Lewis, but Sellers has done well here. Gets it wide to Isa. Isa into the area, shoots. It's charged down by Winter, but the cross will come back in. And there's another header, and Morgan tips this over the bar.
It's a great save by Lee Morgan. Fingertip save just over the bar. He's heading backwards, jumping backwards. It's a corner to Cheltenham.
are struggling to contain Cheltenham. They still lead 4-2. Header into the area. Now there's a shot wide by Cheltenham, and once again Dawson cross into the area, well headed by Finney, and it's straight to Sellers, and the pressure here is intense. Cross comes in again, another flicked header, and Morgan once again tips it over the bar. And it looks like well, I thought Harry Phipps might be coming on as well, but he's just sat down. So here come Cheltenham. Once again, there's surely a handball there of Morgan out bravely, and now that's a shocking foul.
Awful.
And that has got to be a red card for the Cheltenham player. He has gone right in on Lee Morgan's knee.
There's the red.
And that is a straight red card.
Straight red card. Odds even.
A disgusting challenge there by Danny Wright. He knew he wasn't going to get there, and he's gone in on Lee Morgan's knee.
Utterly hideous.
And Cheltenham now are down to 10 men. Sorry, it's not Danny Wright. It's Kevin Dawson who's gone off.
It's absolutely awful.
And Dawson was one of the players who was making a big difference for Cheltenham in his second half, and I just wonder, which is taken quickly to Sellers. Sellers will now advance on the area. He'll think about shooting. It's intercepted by Prestige. Ships it into the area, and there's danger here for Maidstone.
Great
and there
save
is a
by Lee
superb save by Lee Morgan with his feet from Isa, who really should have made it 4-3 there. I do wonder if an effort for the far corner might not be a bad idea. Instead, Prestige will play it short to Zavon. He'll play it into Loza, who's onside. Here comes Loza into the area. Loza back to Tommy Wright, and he shoots straight to the keeper. Oh, Tommy Wright, you had a chance to make a name for yourself there. To the edge of the box where it's knocked down by Finney, and now Wright will knock it forward to Loza, and Loza's onside here. And Loza is goal side of his man. He's not got much in the way of support. He's at an angle. He's been brought down in the area. It's going to be a corner, and the Maidstone bench are absolutely screaming for a penalty.
Utterly disgusting.
Well,
I'm sorry.
He may have got the ball.
He may have got the ball, but he's taken Jamal out at the same time. I mean, sorry.
Is Jamal Loza plays a 1-2, or tries to play a 1-2 with Hines. We are seconds away now from a historic win for Maidstone United here. They lead 4-2 against Cheltenham in this FA Cup first round tie. And that is the final whistle. Maidstone have won, Cheltenham Town 2, Maidstone United 4 here in the FA Cup. A historic win. It only begins to just hint at the story of what's happened here.